Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the Mental Wellness channel with Waihiga. If you're new here, I hope that you stick around and take a listen to what I have to share. Today, I want to talk about, am I the only one that is feeling this way? Before I do that, kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So lately, I've been feeling a shift in how I want to communicate. I definitely will say that I've been feeling like this for a long time, but I didn't know how to communicate it, and I didn't even know if I could be this vulnerable on my platform. But I am. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, number one. Number two, I am crippled by the fear of economic insecurity. It is crippling. So let's start with number one. When I was a child and growing up, especially I'd say from the time I was 14, 15 years old, I had this huge dream that I was going to be an actress. I was going to be an Academy Award winning actress. I had that dream, I had that vision. I saw myself on the stage of an Academy Award receiving my Oscar. And it was so real. It was so real to me that I used to enact these conversations. I wrote down my speech, my Oscar speech. I would sit down in my room and enact visions of me sitting down and having an interview with Oprah Winfrey, and telling her about how I'm this girl from Africa, Kenya, who worked her way up to get an Academy Award, and how I've had this dream since I was 15 years old, since I knew I could act, and how absolutely it was a dream of mine, and it was as real as the air we're breathing right now. I knew I was going to win an Oscar. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Waihiga. Hi, I'm an alcoholic in recovery, and my life didn't go that way. I gave up the acting to drink. I gave up college to drink. I gave up all sorts of relationships to drink. I gave up everything to drink. Sober by the grace of God. I went back to school. I completed my degree in journalism. I've been able to do so many things because of sobriety. Yet this dream of mine of getting this Oscar is not going away. So dreams shift. It's on the back burner. Acting hasn't felt the same since I got sober. And it's not that I haven't looked for the opportunities. It's not like I haven't gone looking for the acting opportunities. The doors were just shut. And it doesn't mean that I don't want it. What is that going to do? Like, frustrate myself to the point of drinking again? No. So what I did is I handed over that dream to God. And it's really hard because it's like my baby. You know what I mean? It's my talent that he gave me, obviously. My gift that he gave me. And it's giving him back the vision that I believe he gave me to begin with. And it's saying the identity, everyone who knew me before I became an alcoholic knew that Waihiga was an actress. Everyone that knew me knew that. Like, that chick is going to make it. And then I didn't. Well, I don't know why I'm saying I didn't, because I'm like 30 years old. So there's still time, obviously. But in my timelines, I didn't. In my timelines, I did not make it to the person I said I would be, to the highest accolade of my acting peers that I could get, which was an Oscar, an Academy Award. That's what I wanted. And the vision was just so clear. The vision was there. It was clear. And I was working towards it. Now, when I got into sobriety, and one of the things I had to realize getting into recovery is I had to give up those huge, grandiose dreams. No longer am I the actress. No longer am I the bright 19-year-old girl with clear eyes and a star in her eyes. I am an alcoholic who is slowly, day by day, killing herself and needs help. And I needed to surrender. And so I surrendered. And I surrendered to a 12-step program. I surrendered to God. And one by one, I'm surrendering my dreams to God. One of those is the acting dream. I don't know why I still have it so strongly. I think it's because it was my identity for so long, for 10 years. Because I got sober when I was 25. So from 15 until 25, that vision was there, and it's still there. But that identity of, I'm going to make it. I am not like a regular, I'm not a regular girl down here. Like, like you're gonna see my face up there. And when it didn't happen, I was just like, whoa. But the dream is still there and it still feels real. And that's another thing about me. I'm extremely ambitious. I'm very ambitious and very goal oriented. I work well with goals and structure. And my mind is constantly like going, going, going. So you can see how this doesn't do well with surrender and letting go and letting God. Because in my mind, I have plans. I have big plans for myself. But the big plans that I had for myself, and I have to admit this, all landed me in the rooms of a 12-step program. That is my best thinking. That is where my best thinking landed me. Which is why I had to surrender my will and my life over to the care of God. Because God does a better job at managing my life than I do. When I manage my own life, when I take control of my own life, I royally mess it up. And the best thing I can think about doing is going to have a drink. That's the best way I can fix it. So moving to the second part, still continuing on part one, not understanding what I'm doing with my life. I started this YouTube channel. I started this YouTube channel in 2020. It was literally a project, a school project. I started this as the Mental Wellness Podcast. I did 6 episodes for my journalism project that was going to be viewed by my lecturer and my lecturer only, and maybe like some classmates, where I interviewed my psychiatrist and psychologist, a lady who has bipolar type 2 and a mentor of mine, some people from a 12-step program, and people who understand the ins and outs of alcoholism and bipolar type 2 and depression. And also my parents. I interviewed my parents for this project as well. And I remember scrolling through YouTube at the time and I was like, wow, I'm not seeing any of these types of interviews. Caregivers, alcoholics really talking about their experiences on a one-on-one basis, on a daily vlog type of basis. And then I'm just not seeing it. So I'm not seeing also people talking about bipolar. When I was seeing the conversation about bipolar, it was very stiff and very much by medical practitioners, like a medical practitioner to a patient. It didn't feel like just people who have bipolar speaking about their experiences living with bipolar. It just all felt like, oh my gosh, another educational video on bipolar. Like, I didn't feel like I was living a day with someone who has bipolar type 2. And I really wanted to get that experience of just how it feels, how you look, who are you, And so when I didn't see that happening, God, sometimes it looks like my brilliant idea, but it's really not. God put it into my system. Upload this to YouTube. And he gave me the name, the Mental Wellness Channel with Higgs. And so that's how the Mental Wellness Channel started. And then I started uploading these videos. And in the beginning, there was not much motivation at all. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Still don't. But I really did not know what I was doing. And I kind of was just, what's going on? And then I started reaching out to people and doing my story and interviews. And more people wanted to hear from me. And then I realized, well, I have to reference them to something. I can't be there to talk to people 24/7, 7 days a week. So if I have a catalog of videos that I can send them in my voice, my opinions on alcoholism, on bipolar, on suicide ideation, then this is what I want to do. And then I started doing that while I was looking for a job in the corporate world. And at the same time, the vision is still there, the acting. Then I tried doing the 9 to 5 and it just wasn't working out. And time is ticking, I'm heading to my 30s. Time is ticking. So I really forced myself to try a 9 to 5. I just could not. I could not do it. I could not do it for the life of me. I burnt out so quickly. And so in October last year, I remember saying, this channel is my job. I am a YouTuber. This is my job. Things started to slowly pick up. Slowly. Not at the pace that I want them to, of course, but slowly started to pick up in terms of quality, in terms of topics. Things are just getting better. But then I still hit this block of, but I'm not monetized. I'm not making money from this. I'm not where I want to be at 30 years old. This is not what I expected. And a lot of people will say, chasing your dreams is really what life should be about. And I agree. However, it comes with a lot of sacrifices. It comes with a lot of sacrifice. Because if I was in the 9 to 5, like everybody else, I would be relying on an end of month check. At least you have that security. But pursuing your dreams and pursuing especially what God has put in your heart is so difficult. Faith is difficult. Doing faith is difficult. Faith is an action. And this channel is faith. This channel is my faith in God. I keep playing this tape to the end. How does this end? If this YouTube thing doesn't work out, which it has to, it does. But if it doesn't work out, how does this scenario end? So putting my trust in God is just, it's hard. It's hard. So I wonder sometimes, am I the only one who thinks like this? While also being grateful for the things that I do have. Today I woke up and I ate. I ate breakfast. I ate lunch. I ate dinner. I took a shower, a warm one. I was able to entertain myself. I'm able to walk. I'm healthy. There's electricity. I'm able to film. Those are beautiful things. But there's a small part of me that's like, I'm worried. I'm worried. Because I'm not those type of people or women who are depending on marriage to bail me out of this, or I don't know, something in the future. I'm very ambitious and God has to come through for me. But I don't think God will come through for me in the way I want. But at the same time, what happens when I have my wants, but God only provides for my needs? I want to travel the world. Don't get me wrong. I want to travel the world. I want luxury things. You know what I mean? I want an Hermes scarf. I want a trunk load of Louis Vuitton. I want Fendi boots. I want to be in Paris. I want to go to Milan. I want to go to Santorini. I want to go to the States. I want to travel all over America. I want to travel all over Europe and do all of that. So I have my wants. But to God, is that necessary? That's not necessary to God. Well, I don't know God's priorities for me. And I think this is me playing God. But I don't know if God would want that. How am I helping God's children by going to Milan? Financial and economic insecurity. It's the same thing. I've always had this fear of not having enough money. And it's always there. It's just always there. Whether there is money, whether there's no money. This scarcity mentality, or this feeling of it will just never be enough. And I hate living like that. Honest to God, I hate living like that. I just keep wondering, when will the dreams pay off? When will the work pay off? When pay off? And it's okay, this video is more just big, small or big thoughts that I have, and putting it out there because I know I can't be the only one who's thinking this way. And I hate feeling so unique in my thoughts. The economy is bad. People are suffering. People always suffer. But one thing I know about money is that it's never enough. It's never enough. I don't ever want to get to the space where I'm never content, because I've been doing that for 30 years now and I'm tired of it. Have you guys experienced some of these things that I'm talking about, the thoughts that I'm having? Please let me know in the comments below what you think, and if you're currently going through, what are you doing about it? Thank you so much for being part of the Mental Wellness channel. Please subscribe. Please like this video and please share this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.